Yeah, I'm just as surprised as you are. So a big thanks to Playmates first and foremost before we even get into this. Playmates, I didn't even know they made these. I only thought they made those actual physical hard action figure toys, you know, the ones that we see in store shelves everywhere. This is I wouldn't say sponsored, but thank you Playmates for sending me these two really adorable little stuffies. Now, like I said, I did not even know Playmates made such thing. I really only thought they made those toys, and yeah, I did not know they make stuffies as well. These are the Godzilla vs. Kong stuffies, as you can probably tell. They are super adorable. When I got the figures, they were in like this bag, and it said they had like the Playmates logo and the Godzilla vs. Kong on it. And I was like, what is this? And I opened it and I see these two little guys. So, yeah. Let's get right into it. So, first and foremost, I just want to say, these are perfect. If you got a little kid who loves stuffies to sleep with, or you got a new baby, what better would it be to provide them a little cute Godzilla figure? Because, yeah, why not? These are cute and cuddly, I will say, without a doubt. Will these survive in the washer? Probably. I'm probably going to wash these if I'm going to keep these, because, you know. Oh, hand wash and then air dry. You can't. Yeah, there you go. It says in the label. You can't chuck these into the washing machine. I think that will actually like damage them. So you gotta hand wash these guys. I'm not quite sure what that exactly means. You just gotta scrub them, I guess. But there's that. I guess let's go over. Now I will take out this label, but I just want to quickly show you. So this is what you'll be looking at when you're looking at these stuffies. Make sure they have this label. That's how you know they're gonna be legit. It has the Playmates logo. It has the Godzilla vs. Kong emblem on it, and then on the back, that's where the barcode is. Of course, you can't really buy this figure. It doesn't have a barcode, so this is the barcode to scan it. And then all new materials. It's polyester fiber, hand wash, and then air dry. So there you go. Don't put these into the washing machine. Playmates.com and all that plug. Oh, this was made in Hong Kong. Okay, cool. And yeah, so let me just do that. Let me just check the label for Kong. Make sure it's the same thing. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. So, yep. Okay. So that being said, before. I was gonna start with Godzilla, but then I totally forgot about the labels, so let me quickly remove these labels and then we'll look at the figures starting with Godzilla. Okay, I've taken off the labels. Boom. There they are. Some of you are probably saying, don't take out the labels, you can reseal it. Well, I don't like the labels being the way. Besides, I feel like I'm going to keep these stuffies anyways. Hey, maybe in the future I might pass it on to some little kids. Not saying anything, but maybe, you never know. But, yeah. So the price of these guys are $12.99. Yeah, so they're 13 Canadian dollars. You can do the conversion yourself, you know, if you're not in Canada. But it's a little bit on the expensive side, you know, just for a small stuffies like this. Usually they're in this big box. You just find them just littered in that box. There was really no organization done. And yeah, so the stuffy himself. So like I said, we're gonna start with the G-Man here first. Super soft, but then not too soft. Still little. He still has some solidification. So he's still, you know, if you like squish him, he still won't be. It won't deform him. Won't ruin the shape. So there's that. So that's actually pretty steady. So to put him up wise, he can actually stand up pretty decently. So. That is good. Also, I just can't get over how cute this guy looks. Look at his face. Aw, look at that. It is so adorable. Looks nothing like the real Godzilla, of course. Of course, that's supposed to happen. You have his hands chucked on the side here. Kind of looks like he's doing the chicken wing, if you will. You got the feet. It's all like embedded, stitched into the stuffy, so you can't exactly move it, but that's a stuffy. So, and look at this tiny little tail. It's short and stubby. And then of course you have his dorsal fins. These dorsal fins material is like this rougher fabric. So obviously they won't be perfect. As you can see, mine here is already like misaligned. When that's fine. That's just, it's a stuffy. It's not supposed to be perfect. It was those action figures that we did. Then yes, of course, you want the best quality. But this this is a stuffy. So it's going to be hugged by someone. It's going to be thrown by someone. You never know. People like to throw stuffies for some reason. Maybe it could be slept with someone. You know, little kids might take this in their sleep. Yeah, that's what stuffies are made for anyways, so there's that. You know, so I'm not really like affected by the dorsal plates. I do wish it had a little bit, it just stood a little bit more, because it just feels very flat. But honestly, it's a stuffy. I can't expect too much out of this guy. So Godzilla, very cute. I think I'm gonna give the G-Man here a 9 out of 10. Now let's move on to Monkey. Here is our beautiful monkey. Surprisingly, if you stand him up, he is taller than Godzilla, but you can't exactly do that because his legs are very flimsy. So you gotta have to sit him down. This is the only way to keep him upright. Yeah, nice expression. He's got a growl expression. It's a very large print for his mouth right here. His eyes, I'm not quite sure about this eyes. Looks like there's two Pac-Mans going on in his eyes. Overall head, oh yeah, you got the monkey head, and that looks pretty nice. Of course, he is monkey, so he can move his arms and legs unlike Godzilla here. Although they are kind of locked in place, there is a lot of meat, lots of meat going on in his arms. He's got the muscles, so that is epic. Now this is not the figure being dirty. These are actually fingers. They are part of the stuffy, so these are not dirt. Don't think this stuffy is dirty, even though I will wash it momentarily. But yeah, the legs, like I said, they're a little bit flimsy. Look at this. They are the skinniest legs you will find anywhere. And then finally, of course, you have the little feet. So it's that, and then nothing on the back because obviously he has no tail, he has no dorsal plates. Yeah, so I'm gonna give Kong here. I'm gonna give him a solid 8 out of 10. I think from the two, I do prefer Godzilla just because of the cuteness factor and the structure. You can actually stand him pretty decently. But overall, both of these stuffies are good. If you're a stuffy lover, I think you will enjoy these. Me personally, I still have a lot of stuffies. It's something I'm not ashamed of saying. I'm almost 19 next year, and I still have stuffies. I am not ashamed of it. And yeah, so I would say I don't see these being too common. I haven't really saw these on the shelves too much. I've seen it once at a Toys R Us, and that was pretty much it. So once again, thank you Playmates for sending these over. It was quite unexpected, but thank you. So in total, if you buy both of these, I think it'll be just 26 Canadian dollars, which actually isn't bad. The price you're paying, pretty decent for two stuffies. So I would say it's actually quite worth it. Although we'll say try to aim for it when it's on sale. I think it'll be better. 13 still seems a little bit on the higher side. So yeah. And then finally, I will say, I know Playmates wants to hold it back for spoilers, but it's been months now since the movie is out, so make a Mecha Godzilla stuffy, please. I know there is one out there, but it's like only available in Asian countries and not here, so and doesn't really look that good. So Playmates, do like a decently looking Mecha Godzilla figure, not figure, stuffy. I mean, also do the 13-inch figure, but we're still waiting for that. But yeah, do a Mecha Godzilla stuffy, and I think that would be awesome. But these two are still pretty good. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I haven't really reviewed stuffies before, so this is a first for me. And so far, I would say it's pretty good. So if you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. If you want to see more stuffy reviews, I can't believe I'm saying this. And yeah. I will see you all in the next one. Talk to you again later. Bye for now.